Last time on Black Hole High.
The Josie Trent problem can no longer be ignored.
Lucas, I need you to show me everything you learned about the vortex so I can go back to October 4th, 1987, get the ball back, prevent the accident from happening, and everything goes back to the way it should be.
Josie, that's crazy. No matter what insanity gets thrown at us next, we face it together.
Sorry, guys. It's over, Victor. Once and for all. What happened? Josie, you should have listened to us. Victor and Sarah were supposed to have that ball. Victor's the good guy. You were meant to bring it to him. It was your destiny.
Does anyone have anything new to report in our search for Josie?
My gravity sensor hasn't picked up anything since we met 2 days ago. Big surprise.
Well, Vaughn and I have been continuing our archives and record search online, and we still haven't found any historical evidence.
It's like Josie just vanished. Okay, but she didn't. I mean, she has to be somewhere. We just have to find out where that somewhere is.
Well, that's brilliant, Lucas. I wish I would have thought of that.
Gentlemen, please.
This is a complete waste of time, Professor Z. We have spent hours examining the existence of Darwinian multiverses and analyzed Einstein's expanding universe, and we've gone over the string theory, tachyons, gluons. If we could just open up your office and start using the wormhole to
Lucas,
look for...
I know what you're about to say, and you know what my answer is. No, it's too risky.
He's never gonna let us near the wormhole.
We're never gonna find Josie.
Attention, everyone. Professor Zachary, I have some important news on the upcoming commencement ceremony. I am pleased to announce that this year's valedictorian for the graduation class is Corinne Baxter.
This is outrageous.
I know. I was robbed.
Nice work, Corinne.
Hey, was it ever a doubt?
Hey, congratulations, Corinne. It's a well-deserved honor.
You know what this means, of course. You're going to have to write a speech for graduation.
Ah, Amanda, there you are. I need your assistance immediately.
Of course, Mr. Avenir. What is it?
We'll be making a very important announcement to the students and faculty before graduation.
What sort of announcement?
Well, as head of the school's board of governors, I've had to make a very difficult decision. After graduation, doors of Blake Holsey High will be closing forever.
Okay, so my mom drops me at this boarding school, and I'm thinking it's like all the other places I've gone. Students, teachers, principal, you know, like normal schools, but it's not. Weird stuff happens here, really weird stuff. And what's this guy doing here? Is his floating sphere the key to the mystery? Something's going on and someone's behind it, and we're gonna get to the bottom of it.
There is nothing wrong at Blake Holsey High.
You're shutting down Blake Holsey.
Why?
Well, I think that should be obvious. Since Josie Trent's disappearance last year, parents have been pulling students outright and left, including your fellow science club member, Marshall Wheeler. Enrollment has dropped over 60%. The school is in tremendous debt. Building is falling apart, and the cost to repair it are astronomical.
But, Mr. Avenir, there must be some other way.
Don't you think I've tried, Amanda? My great-great-grandfather founded this institution. When Victor Pearson resigned as head of the board, I was honored to assume the post. I've done everything I can to save it, but I'm afraid we have no choice. After graduation, the school will be closed, the property sold, and Blake Holsey High will be no more.
Mr. Avenir, won't you please reconsider?
Professor Z, does this mean class is canceled?
You can go, Stuart.
Never liked this school anyway. Ever since he got here, we've been trying to figure out what Avenir's up to. And I guess this is it.
We have to open up your office again, Professor Z.
And I can't believe I'm actually saying this, but, well, I agree with Vaughn.
Under no circumstances. The wormhole is too unstable.
But the wormhole is the only way we can find Josie.
It might be, if we knew where to look. Every other time someone has gone back in time, we have had some sort of clue as to where to find them. However, this time, we have no idea as to where Josie went.
Yeah, but we have to do something.
I'm sorry, Lucas. But until we have a new paradigm for understanding that wormhole, my office is to be strictly off limits. I will not be responsible for another one of you disappearing. Like Josie.
Well, I guess we know who we have to thank for this latest happy turn of events. None other than Vaughn's delightful father, Victor Pearson.
Lucas, stop.
Why? Everything that has happened here is thanks to him, and you know it as well as I do.
That's not true, Lucas. And I think you owe Vaughn an apology.
No. He's right.
You happy, Lucas?
For some reason, you think you feel worse about what happened to Josie than the rest of us. Well, you know what? You don't.
Vaughn, wait.
Wait up. Don't listen to Lucas, okay? He's just upset, and his way of dealing with it is by blaming someone else.
You only said what I was thinking anyways. My mom's been gone almost my whole life. And Josie disappeared, now the school's being shut down. Lucas is right. This is all my dad's fault.
Maybe you can go back to your dad. He could appeal to the board or buy the school, pay for the repairs, something.
My dad's broke, Corinne. He's spent every penny he has, driven Paradigm into bankruptcy. And those papers he was having me sign, they were so he could draw funds from my mother's half of the estate. My trust is the only thing that was safe because he couldn't get his hands on it. Corinne, my dad's lost everything, including his mind.
Insufficient data. Calculating input data. Critical function error.
Sorry, Z. You said not to, but I have to.
Looking for something?
Me? Oh, Professor Z's office. I mean, no, what would I be looking for in Professor Z's office? Of course not.
It depends on what you're hoping to find.
I'm afraid Josie's never coming back.
Josie's been gone a long time, but you never gave up hope until now. Why?
Because I'm leaving. We all are. And in case you haven't heard, they're tearing down the school.
Do you still want to find her?
Of course I do, but I don't think I can do it alone.
Well, if you give up hope, you never will. That much is certain. Those who think themselves powerless ultimately turn out to be right.
Avenir is preparing to act.
He is.
And still you do nothing.
We are bound not to interfere. That's something you seem to have forgotten.
How can you say that? The science club has been dismantled. Josie is isolated. Victor is in ruins. And Vaughn is turning against him. All Avenir needs now is for someone to bring him the ball. Am I right? Then at least tell me this. Is Josie Trent the only one who can stop Avenir?
Time will tell. Remember, everything happens for a reason.
Everything happens for a reason.
Lucas. You can do this, buddy. You don't need Corinne or Vaughn or Marshall or Z. You theorize that power of thought can control travel through the wormhole. So I'm thinking, bring Josie back.